Let's talk about dating with children. The first thing I want to cover is, when do you date again? If you are divorced, and some people have children and they've never been married, but when do you date again when your relationship ends? And like I've said many, many times, I don't believe in dating rules. I believe in dating principles. So when it comes to dating as a single mom, it's something you're going to need to figure out for yourself. You ask yourself, why do I want to date? What is my motivation? And for some people, it's, I want to be able to get dressed up and get out of the house and take a break from my kids because I'm so stressed out and I never get a break. Especially if you are a sole parent and your kids are young and you don't really have a break. And my opinion is that is not a good reason to date. It's a reason to seek support from friends or family, or get a good therapist, finding ways to de-stress through exercise or whatever it is that you need, so that you are not constantly feeling that you're overwhelmed by your children. Because if you're seeking a new partner to fill the void and to de-stress you, you are coming to dating as a needy person, and it's not fair to him or to yourself to date from that perspective. So if you are looking to date because you miss having a partner to share experiences with you, or somebody who can add value to your life, then that's a good reason to date, and that's a good time to date. Or if you miss sex and you just want to have some sex, for some people, if you want to just practice and get out there before fears set in, because if you wait a long time, fears can set in. Get out there and date, but go in with your eyes open. If you're having sex and you get attached quickly, then be very aware of that. And my suggestion is, you don't wait too long. Don't wait until your kids are grown up, because it'll be really hard to get back out there. And the next step is to make an agreement that you're going to share with your kids. So for me, I did not want to introduce my kids to anyone until it became serious. And I told them, you're not going to be meeting every single date I have. They're not going to be coming to the house. You're not going to be meeting them at all. And I told them that, if it does get serious, then we can talk about how we're going to meet. And I'll get to that in just a second. So if the father is in the picture, and he still has shared custody, it's important to let the kids know that you won't be replacing their father if and when you become serious about a new partner. And then talk to your kids, see what they want, see what their fears are. You've got the agreement, your kids know what's going to happen, and now you're going to date. And so my suggestion is, you don't share much about your dates with your kids. I really believe that it's none of their business. You're going out to have fun, to be happy, to find a partner, to have practice dates, whatever reason you're dating. Keep the men from sleeping over at your house until you become exclusive and serious about your partner, especially if your kids are at that stage where they're preteens and they're just beginning to think about sex. Think about the message you want to send them about sex and have conversations with them about it. So do let men you're dating know that you have kids, they're in the house, they live with you, and that they're a package deal. Like, if you're dating me, you're also dating my family. And if you're in a serious relationship, you're going to be blending families, and see if the man is okay with that, if that's something he wants. If he's not, then that's a boundary. That's a deal breaker. So let's say you're serious, you've got this new partner. How are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? So I believe, again, introduce him when you are serious, and you've been exclusive for a while, and do it in a neutral public place, like a park or a restaurant, where it's not on your turf, it's not on his turf, and you're meeting out in the open. And if he has kids, that's an ideal time for him to bring his kids too. And it can be a really awkward, difficult time. So you're going to prepare your kids for this. You're going to let them ask any questions they have and help them to process their emotions. Hopefully you're not going to, that you've already done the work on your own emotions, and you're going to be present enough to not get defensive, but be open and curious about what's going on for them. It's really important. The last thing I want to cover is what to do if a man doesn't introduce his kids to you or to your kids. I think that's an important discussion. And you need to know what your deal breakers are. And if that is a deal breaker for you, let him know that it's super important to you. You want to know why he's not introducing, and have an open, honest discussion. See what he says. And if it is a deal breaker and he's non-compliant and he just says, nope, I'm never going to introduce my kids to you, then that might be a time to walk away. So just to sum it up, really be honest and open first with yourself about why you're dating. Make sure that when you're ready to date, you have a conversation with your children about what your policy is going to be so they know what to expect. They know you're not replacing their father. They know that you are dating because you want to find joy with a partner again. And you're not going to be talking about your dates. Have a great week. I'll see you all later.